Whew. All right. I told myself I was gonna be ready to say everything off the hip. So let's do it. I've been wanting to review this movie since forever. We're gonna be talking about Viva. We're gonna be talking about Viva. Um, Viva is a 2007 American sex comedy drama film that has been directed and produced by none other than Anna Biller. When a bored housewife named Barbie struggles to keep her marriage life contained, her husband abandons her not just for leaving her single for a short while, but open to finding her needs to figure out her problems of a contained woman in a bubble by wanting to be an inspired model with lots of sexual fantasy.
We're really there. Viva. Experience the sexual revolution.
We'll be back in time to cook dinner.
Of course.
Guys, as you can see, I'm a huge fan of Anna Biller. In fact, when I became a fan of Anna Biller was when I reviewed something that she has made that really caught me off guard, and that was A Love Witch. That review was over 7 years ago. And that review aged pretty well. I've never stopped becoming a fan of Anna Biller. In fact, I wanted to follow her mindset of just her critique ways of just how she produced these things and just add comedy to it, add drama to it, add suspense to it, and have it all paid off. And by me reading her novels and by me looking through her filmography and just watching her projects and stuff like that, it made me very infatuated to her idea set, especially when I was making my books for a short while as well. And little did I know, I found out recently that she made a movie called Viva. And Viva was older than The Love Witch. And I really felt bad. I'm like, damn, how do I call myself a fan of Anna Biller if I've never really followed her filmography completely? And people was even saying this, people was even trolling me, people was even telling me, like, you know what, you're saying you're this, but where's your review at? So I made like a troll video just to indicate how I really felt. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your TCT here. I just got done watching Viva with Anna Biller. She made this movie. Terrible movie. Terrible movie. I don't know why everybody was talking about this movie today. Oh, this movie is great. This movie's off the chain. You need to watch it. I'm not reviewing this movie. This movie was so terrible. I am not watching it. Not watching it. I'm not even a fan of Anna Biller. I don't own none of her merch. I don't own none of her shirts. I don't own none of her merchandise or whatever. In fact, this movie was so bad to the point where I'm not even going to buy it. I'm not even going to buy this movie. I'm not even going to review it pretty soon. Like, this movie, like, oh my God. This movie was so bad to the point where I'd have to give it an F. An F or a W. A complete waste of time. But that video didn't go anywhere. I wasn't fooling anybody. Even one of my top fans was like, dude, you're full of shit. But that was just a troll video. That was just to poke fun of the fans, letting them know that I'm fully aware of what I've done wrong. But does that mean that I enjoyed Viva watching it? Y'all got the review. Here it is. Here's my intake on it, and this is how I really feel about the movie. This movie was good. There's no other way to say it. Like, this movie was enjoyable. It's exactly what I was expecting after watching The Love Witch. I've seen The Love Witch a few times, and I had to let my wife be aware of just my take on these type of films like this. And I just told her that I just love it when films tries to break the fourth wall. Don't try to take itself seriously. But they try to take itself seriously when it comes to the character variation and just having it all be in play when it comes to everything being fallen in order. Annabella knows this. And the thing about Annabella is the fact that what I like about her is that what makes her characters realistic is not just because of what they achieve, it's because of how they're struggling. And with the Love Witch, that's what won me over. It doesn't show a woman that is having people fall in love with her. It's showing a woman that is struggling to find love while people are so dumbfounded of what they see in front of them. Viva is like this, but it's more tragic. And why I'm saying tragic is because this is not about a girl that's finding love. This is a girl that already found love. She's already married, but she's not happily married because her inner needs is not satisfied. And the way how everything gets played into this film was done in a way where not only did I expected Annabella to play this role, which she done a goddamn good job playing, but this was something that made me be aware of just how her mindset is when it comes to making films like this. I don't think anyone could have done what she did. And I know there's actresses that could have pulled this off, but not the way how Annabella wanted to do it. By me mentioning the whole plot synopsis, the whole story takes place very abruptly in a fair tone. By us showing Annabella's character that is played, she played herself as Barbie. She is already starting to look at certain magazines and certain like advertisements of being a model. And we see like little signs of this there, and especially when she introduced us to her husband and her husband's friends and her husband wife that is also in a verge of just trying to find things other than just their marriage. It gave me that sign of just uncomfortness. And it's like, you know what, like these girls are happy of where they at, but they're not satisfied. And when it comes to Annabella and her being around her friends, I can understand that she was uncomfortable letting them know like how they really feel, especially when they was in a role of just having like these sexual games being played around them and they going along with it. But every time they get done playing these games and they just go on with their daily lives, Annabella do feel something more with these games. You know what? What is this feeling that I'm having? Like, do I want more of this? Is this what I'm more attracted to? Maybe I should go and follow this voice that's keep like that, you know, that is not going away in my head. And by me watching this and by me understanding this, like the whole thing was played out in a way where I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are not comfortable when it comes to marriages, being in a counterbalance of people not respecting marriage, then you may not want to watch this movie. But what I like this film is that they focus a little bit more onto that tone, but at the same point, being in the aspect of being in the mind of Annabella's character Barbie. She was married, but at the same time, this was not fulfilling her whole destiny. In fact, this was closing her destiny of what she really wanted. What I like about this film also is that, just like The Love Witch, they wanted to take place all the way into the 1970s, but with a little bit of a pinch of this modern generation. Showing up to scale jokes, showing up to scale equipment, showing up to scale, electronics and technology and stuff like that. Again, this is their fun side of them picking fun at their humor and stuff like that. And I did not mind it at all. In fact, if I made a film like this, I probably would have done the exact same thing. And that's what comes to the whole humor aspect of this film. The jokes is funny as fuck, but in a dry tone way. Especially when Annabella's friends, Annabella's husband's friend begins to crack jokes and just say a lot of crazy stuff. I'm like, dude, like you're not funny, but you are funny by trying to be funny and you're not funny. It's like The Love Witch was like this too. So that's the reason why I was beginning to like laugh a lot, because I was beginning to have those same feelings and stuff like that. To make it fair, my wife was laughing just as much as I was. When we get deep into this project, this is when we get to have more of a deep tone to Barbie's character, when she begins to split up with her husband and she begins to explore her horizons and her varieties of what she wanted to do, and she begins to meet this lady that begins to build her from the ground up briefly by her meeting different men and even changing her name into what we know best, and that is Viva. And this is when we are introduced with a lot of sexual context. Now, look, man. The sexual scenes on here, it's porn-like. I'm just being honest. There's a lot of sex. There's a lot of masturbation on here. There's a lot of men walking naked. There's a lot of women walking naked. I'm not warning you guys to watch this film. And in fact, if you're watching it with a couple, then that's when I warn you, because there was a lot of scenes on here, man, where me and my wife was watching it, and especially when the scenes was getting romantic or just mostly into the sexual tone of just arousing your mind instead of whatever. We had to pause the film a lot. This movie will do this to you. This movie will open your sex drive a lot. You think I'm joking? You need to watch Viva. You need to watch this movie. Now I understand what Mr. Motherfucking Esquire meant when he made that album, My Addictions of a Sex Addict. When it comes to watching this film and watching the whole conclusion of this movie, I actually liked how everything played out and how everything ended. Now, this movie is not like satisfying when it comes to the happily ever after or just trying to finding understanding and just being in peace. No, this movie is literally you understanding these characters and having closure to their flaws and having like an understanding to their motivations. So the movie ended in a normal way of common sense. And that's what makes this movie beautiful. Like, this movie was very realistic when it comes to the tone of characters. One has a good dream. One has like a good career, which is the husband. And he has a wife. He is living it up. He is wealthy. He is rich. He has a lot of good friends. People want to be like him. People are jealous of him. There are women that's trying to talk to him. But he is faithful. Meanwhile, his wife, on the other hand, she has a mindset to do something else. She feels contained. She feels like she's in this bubble that she can't get out of. She has a lot of flaws that she wants to express to her husband and everybody else, but it may interfere with her personality and her marriage, but it may embrace her to be who she really wants to be. These are two different characters that you are going to understand. You are not, I guarantee you, you're not going to be on the side of Viva. You're not going to be on the side of her husband. You're going to be on the side of understanding their choices. You don't want to agree with the choices that they made, but at the same time, this is a realistic movie when it comes to realistic activity. And I feel like movies like this, and it's crazy, because a movie like this, I'm really sound like this movie is being taken seriously, but it's not being taken seriously. That's why I love Anna Biller so much, because she is on the counterbalance of adding realistic activities on projects like this and just throwing a lot of enjoyments into the whole project as well. And that's what makes you like this movie a lot. You're not going to walk away this movie feeling depressed or feeling sorrow with these characters. You are going to walk away feeling like you enjoyed the fuck out of it. And that's how I felt. Overall, Viva was a good watch. It was an enjoyable movie. It's not for everybody. If you don't like a lot of sexual context, how old are you? How old are you? You watching this review, you're not fucking 12. You're not 16. I hope you're not. If you are, watch my anime reviews, watch my streams. Well, my channel was not for children to begin with. But if you're an adult, check this movie out. I highly recommend y'all checking out the uncut version of Viva. That's the best way to go. Check out the uncut version. Check it out. I'm going to have to give Viva an A+. Another A+ from you, Anna. You did it again. I looked at your Twitter page. You're saying that you're working on a horror movie. I can't wait to check that movie out, and I cannot wait to give you my feedback about it. I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. Normally I'd be skeptical when it comes to me following producers and directors like this, but you haven't let me down. You haven't let me down. I'm a huge fan, and I want you to keep it up. Please do not stop what you're doing. And I hope you newcomers to this whole entire review or to our projects, I hope this brings y'all into liking her projects as well. Other than that, that's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for my upcoming reviews and videos headed your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher. I hope you all